Something to do with a house, a home. Someone has everything they need. So something about a home, their financial foundation, happiness and joy. It looks like you're manifesting this while you're waiting, possibly too. So let's see. We'll just, I see an Ace of Cups, the person you're waiting for. Yeah, so someone here still thinking, they're kind of pinned down by their thoughts. It is someone getting ready for a fresh new start, but they're still pinned down by their thoughts here. Yeah, we have the Empress. So someone may be getting over something here, but it has to do, it's really in the heart of the reading. So like I say, there's no movement just yet. Yeah, but look at that. Some of you might be thinking of being open to someone new here. The person you're waiting for. What is it you need to know about the person you're waiting for? Okay. Whoever they are, they're definitely emotional. They're definitely keeping it all in. They're not saying anything. They're keeping it all to themselves. They're being very private. Doesn't mean they're a feminine energy, because it could be a masculine, but so that come out. So flip it, masculine or feminine. It's just energy. So someone waiting for someone to reciprocate, but keeping it all in, trying to trust their intuition. So I do see this energy of new, someone expressing themselves, starting it. Some of you could be, while you're waiting, I gotta tell you, we have another opportunity. Tell me about the Magician. Why is this here? Yeah, so there's definitely some sort of confusion. It has to do with communication. I'm just getting a bit of a negative vibe here. Hold on. Tell me about the moon, the things that are hidden. Yeah, someone's being a little apprehensive, shy. This is insecure. This person's just insecure. They're keeping it all in too. See, both people keeping it all in, but this person's got some insecurities. Yeah. They're keeping it all in too. Trusting their intuition, just not saying anything. Nobody's moving. It's an energy of being pinned down by the thoughts. Why is this person keeping it all to themselves? I feel they're confused. Very strong Pisces, so it's like you're both, I feel, very aware you're manifesting each other, but it's someone gathering all the tools, manifesting their desires. And they're taking a pause, looking at things from a different perspective. See, it's a change of perspective. They're keeping it all in. They're not saying anything, or they don't have much to say, it's for sure. Yeah, I feel like at this point, you're waiting. So, yeah, they're just keeping it all in. I feel they have insecurities, or they're just painfully shy. They could be doing a little inner work, or there's something that they're doing to do with their house and their home, and they're keeping it a secret. So they're manifesting it. there's a reason to celebrate. Four of Wands is a home, usually a financial foundation. Happy home, happy life. Yeah, this person's, like I say, they're just kind of they're manifesting this. It is communication. It looks like they're going to take action. See, they're looking at things from a different perspective. So they're seeing things from a different perspective. Yeah, I feel a lot of you will hear from this person. Yeah, see? Waiting for a situation to come to fruition, for somebody, to open up emotionally, put all the cups on the table, waiting for happiness. There's some kind of an opportunity, maybe an invitation. It's a happy home, happy life, a celebration. So there's something coming up. This person's waiting for some kind of celebration or a certain time for this, to ask you out, to talk, to communicate. They're gathering information, the tools, making sure they're ready. They're basically getting ready to communicate. But I feel it's them waiting. If there's a festival or a holiday or some kind of celebration time of year coming up, they may wait for them to offer you this cup, an invitation. Because, see, nobody's moving. They're just thinking. Now, I don't know if this person's healing from something, but yeah, you can see they're definitely moving very slow. They're just assessing the situation. Why it's taken this person long. Focused on money, for one. But yeah, they got some insecurities. Let's see what this person's insecure about. Let's grab the power of surrender and see what's going on. Why is this person feeling so insecure? Why? Low self-esteem. You know, this has showed up in so many. I mean, it is. It's somebody who's doesn't say a lot. They kind of reach out in a way where they don't say really what they want. It's not a lot different than the Page of Pentacles often isn't super slow. There's apprehension, but it's often because they're a little mischievous. So, but yeah, low self-esteem, being shy, keeping it to themselves. They're afraid of something here. So, surrender to complete healing. So that was the other card in my hand. So that's why this is somebody who has been going through a healing. So it's somebody who's not ready, but they're going to. So I say that's what you're probably waiting for here. You may know, you may already know the answers here. But yeah, they're keeping it all in. They're not, this is someone private. They don't share a lot of private stuff with people. So let's have a look. Why? Okay, we know they're healing, and now they have a change of perspective. So they are going through a change here, but they're moving kind of slow still. Yeah, they're still manifesting. This is basically, it's preparing themselves, the information, the tools. They have everything they need. You see, they do. They have everything they need. So I don't know why the insecurities, but yeah, they're still very curious. There's still some things they want to know. So there's some things that they don't know. The moon, things that are hidden. So, you know, maybe that they're insecure of sharing a secret or sharing something. It has to do with being confident. See, they're starting to become a little more confident. I can see the progression. I feel it's them waiting to heal, or you're waiting because you know. So let's have a look at this. I mean, it could be healing from an injury for that matter, but you can see the thoughts that pin someone down, they're not moving, they're not taking any action. And we have an Empress being open to something new. So some of you are only going to wait for so long. Okay, and I like that because some of you are kind of looking elsewhere, kind of. Okay, so yeah, let's have a look at that Three of Wands. Why the waiting? Why the waiting? Where did it go? There it is. Yeah, waiting for something to end. So somebody had just ended something. So this is, they're going through a transformation. They are changing their focus, looking at things. Put in the shoe on the other foot, how they might feel. So I feel there's a feminine being kind and compassionate, but don't be this is self-sacrificing. So, oh, this is actually the Star. Yeah, see, that's an energy of maybe keeping your options open. The situation may not serve. You know your worth and your value. So, but I do think this is, some of you are going to stop waiting. You're going to be open. But I feel this is someone who's ended something. You're waiting for something to end. But the transformation, someone taking their time. Tell me about the Knight of Pentacles. There we go. Yeah, see, both kind of moving things slow, assessing. They're assessing the connection for starters. This is someone focused on money too. There could be insecurities there because we have an Empress. So this is someone who sees somebody's worth and value. See, someone who they see this Empress energy, so they feel insecure. They're not moving. Let's have a look at the Four of Swords. They're just pinned down by their thoughts. Yeah, so there is something. This person is healing. A painful period is over. Some of you have gone through something similar, I feel. But you're the Empress, so you've healed. You know your worth. You know your value. So I can say you can wait, or you can choose to end this. It's saying, I think this person's becoming more confident. See, forgiveness, kindness, compassion. Tell me about the Death card. Yeah, this is someone leaving something behind. So yeah, it is an energy of taking a leap of faith, going down another path here. So this person has to take a risk. You see, they're kind of assessing this risk of taking a leap of faith. Some of you might just decide to go off on another path and be open to other options. I have to be honest. But that could be what they're thinking too. Yeah, you can see. I wonder if some of you, just not everybody, this could be somebody who's got health issues. And they're healing. But you may decide not to wait. I feel some of you, like I say, there's some sort of choice to make here. Like you may get, while you're waiting, you may get another opportunity. I just think this is someone who's, if you do hear from this person, I feel like this, honestly, I feel like you have another person coming in. I really do. I feel like this person's not moving. Because you can see making choices in love. We got the Two of Cups and the Lovers. Someone has ended something with another person. So, you know, I'm going to be honest. Some of you are waiting for somebody who was possibly with another person. And it's ending. But while you're waiting, I do feel there is going to be another opportunity. Yeah, because I don't know. It does look like it's, you know, being taming the beast, ending it. Because it's somebody keeping you waiting too long. They're dragging their feet. Now you have this other opportunity. So this is ending. So I don't know. It's both people, you know, painful period of your life is over. I'm going to be honest. Some of you got someone new coming in. Yeah, so you're releasing this. This situation didn't serve. It could be because you're waiting too long, self-sacrificing. A little bit too much for this person. Because they're a page. This is somebody who'll tell you a story too. They won't always tell you a whole truth either. They often, you know, if you've got someone who's been making up excuses too, don't make excuses for this person too. Like some of you, you're kind of looking at it. Yeah. Like, you know, being kind and compassionate, forgiving is wonderful, but I got a funny feeling there's something with this person, the secret. They're definitely secretive. They're hiding something. So they're apprehensive and feel insecure. What are they hiding? What is this person hiding? They're hiding at work. Yeah, something is off here. See, something feels off. They are getting ready. They're focused on work. So they are focused on work. So they've been building something. I don't know if this person's fixing their house, their home, or they're doing something but to do with work. So they're building, and they're building up their confidence too, building it up financially. Oh, I see. So they're insecure. They were insecure about their financial stability. So if this is someone who keeps making up excuses, or you haven't heard from them at all, some of you are going to end this. You're not going to wait. You're going to have other opportunities, absolutely. Others of you, this person's getting ready financially, but they are moving slow. They are somewhat of a procrastinator. They are hesitant, but they are preparing themselves. They're getting ready. So, but why they don't say anything, I don't know. Like I feel something is going to feel, it's going to feel off to you here. It's going to feel off, like something doesn't feel right. And it's possible maybe, I wouldn't doubt if some of you got a person who's not well too. So all their focus is on work. But I feel for most of you, it's just someone just not moving. Tell me about this Ten of Swords. Yeah. See, look at that choice. See, some of you are going to have a choice here. You're going to choose a different path. You're going to leave this back because you're looking out at the world, see? Looking out at the world, the path that you were on with this person, waiting and waiting. You know, thinking this person was the one. But I actually feel like you got a new person, someone who sees your worth and value. You know, you're releasing this. There's been some heartache, maybe even, like I say, some of you a third party. This person's actually healing from someone else. But it is an energy of love coming in. Let's have a look at the star. Yeah. See, releasing baggage. Yeah. Morals, values, lifestyle, habits, the way you're conducting yourself. It's an energy of having faith. Somebody here may not be faithful. Or somebody is healing from somebody who wasn't faithful to them. And they may not want to tell you Because they are planning and looking ahead. They're just preparing, you know, they're trying to be sensible and practical. A lot of focus on work. Tell me about the Fool. Yeah, pride and ego getting in the way. This person, like I say, it has to do with wanting to be a good provider, but this is someone who had a situation that wasn't successful. It ended. I think the wait's going to be over here pretty soon. For some of you, the wait's going to be over. This person's ready, you know, ready to live in the moment, but they have to let go of their pride and ego. So that's something that may have held them back. And it could have been financial, but I feel it's someone who's private. They don't want to tell you. They're healing from someone else. But there could be someone, some of you got someone who doesn't want to tell you they have a health issue that they're healing. Okay. Finances, yes. But it's an energy of this person preparing. See, they are going through a healing. They're preparing. So it looks as though you came together with this person when they weren't ready. They weren't prepared. So they're just kind of being calm. So there is a little bit of a test here. Yeah. They could come in for some of you. Others of you, I feel like you got someone new. I do. And I do feel some of you have dealt with a third party. You see, releasing the situation that didn't serve you. See, waiting may not serve you. But one thing that's going to be happen is this is someone new. So yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, you got new love coming in. Yeah, look at this. This is an energy of, now we've got the King of Wands here. Yeah, this is someone who's definitely was focused on heartache. So it looks like it was somebody who was cheated on, or somebody wasn't loyal or faithful, or doesn't mean a third party, but there was heartache. Yeah. Often it's that loyalty, you know. But like I say, we've got this King of Wands here who's, you know, they've been doing a lot of thinking. See, it's somebody who has the truth. They're seeing the truth. They're seeing things clearly. So this is someone who's had that kind of dark shadow. Been doing a little shadow work too, but they've been they've been kind of in the dark a little bit about something here to do with this other energy. So it looks like, for most of you, I don't think this person was with you when they were with someone else. I do feel it was, it's basically over, but they weren't over it completely. So they've been just buried in work, focusing on work, sticking to themselves here. Yeah, but see, it's about choosing the one. See, this is someone cutting somebody out, speaking truth. So I feel you got someone who's going to speak some truth about the heartache, possible third party. Some of you have somebody who's got some baggage because they were unfaithful, and they need to heal that because they need to come in right. So lots of different reasons there. But it's about choosing the one, a passion. We've got the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands. See, the emotional connection, two people connecting. See, someone here is a little unsure about sharing their innermost self, emotional intimacy. Somebody else here is a little bit worried about physical intimacy, especially if there's been time in between, because there may be a third party. You don't know. There's confusion. So interesting energy here. But yeah, I feel like I say, some of you, it's just someone letting go of all these baggage from a past relationship. And some of you are aware too. I mean, it's still here that you may actually already know. But I do see kindness and compassion, but don't be self-sacrificing to the point where you wait and waste a whole lot of time for somebody who maybe even chose somebody else. Okay, so like I say, there's nothing written in stone here, but it's lifestyle habits being on the same page. See, it's about two people being on the same page. So it's making sure you are, because you see, I feel somebody took a risk here. They took a leap of faith, and then it wasn't successful. It didn't go anywhere because somebody's pride and ego here. It's a person who wants to be able to provide. I feel they feel insecure about being able to provide. Okay, there's definitely a few things here. Tell me about the Two of Cups. Why is this here? Yeah, see, somebody fantasizing and romanticizing See, this is someone keeping their options open. That's why I feel the Empress often keeps their options open, because only a fool sits and waits for somebody who, if you haven't talked to somebody in a long, long time and it, it started or ended, I feel like some of you have been waiting for this person quite some time. And some of you are waiting for someone to end something as well, okay, because you've already made a connection. So there's a lot of scenarios why people wait, obviously. So, like I say, we got someone procrastinating here, looking at all the options, but I feel, someone is guarded and defensive. They're not quite sure what to believe. See, there's a lot of confusion. So it's an energy of a person needing to let their guard down, leading to net someone in, sharing that emotion. So you've got a person who's really not comfortable with emotional intimacy. They're insecure because of it. Big time, because they have secrets, because I feel they were unfaithful to a partner in the past. Some of you have faith in this person. You have absolute faith. They're going to let go of baggage. But it's about whether they're actually reliable. See, I'm not so sure. It's being careful what to believe, like what this person tells you, the excuse, any story they may have made up. Because like I say, I see the 7 of Wands, 8, 9, 10 of Wands. You see that? And there's the 10. So 7 of Wands, 2 of Wands, 3 of Wands makes 10. So yeah, I do feel some of you are healing through this too. You're releasing this. I do think you've got a person who's hard to pin down. They're a bit of a free spirit. They like to be free. Wow. Tell me about the Lovers. Yeah, see, this is definitely, there's a physical attraction. A lot of focus on the physical attraction. Some of you are going to change your focus. Why? Because the Empress energy here is, this is somebody who stands up to somebody. Okay, it's telling you to be a little careful. Don't be afraid to stand up to this person. I do feel, like I say, it's just a little different for everyone, but it's Queen of Wands is somebody who changes their focus. Yeah, you want to know the truth, nothing but the truth. Some of you are going to cut someone out. You're going to go down a different path. You're changing your focus. I feel like you're just doing you. You're just doing your own thing while this person waits. But you're also learning something. So you've learned something here. Yeah, you're going to find some kind of truth out. See, asking someone the truth, speaking truth. I feel like this is someone who's definitely is releasing heartache. You've got a masculine here, somebody who's honorable. They have good morals and values. You're actually going to be on the same page. I don't think you're on the same page as somebody up here. Some of you's, you have to judge for yourself. But tell me about this King of Wands. Is this person insecure? What do they need to release? Oops. Is this person, they're generally very high vibrational, but there's been heartache. They're generally a very happy person, but it could be this person up here, just the progression where there's sadness here. So what does this King of Wands need to release? What do they need to let go of? Surrender to their full power. They need to surrender to their full power. This person's powerful. This one. I love this one. Your life is calling for you to step into your full power rather than playing it small. So in other words, go big or go home. So, yeah, surrendering to receiving love. See, it's about being open to love. It's about letting somebody in. Because I don't know, maybe this is somebody who kind of pushed you away. They may be seeing you're speaking truth, or you did. So, okay, the masculine or feminine, either way. Yeah. See, surrender to receiving love, to be open to love. This is, surrender to rest and sleep. So this is someone taking a rest here, some time, taking a break. This is a person who's taken a break from dating altogether, choosing that battle to focus on work. Wow. Yeah. Tell me about the Queen of Cups. What does this person need to release? Yeah, I knew that was coming. I knew it. I was going to say that earlier, the fixer-upper, because I see someone gathering up the tools, and I'm like, what is this about? Yeah. Surrender the idea that you can fix someone. So you can't fix this person. They need to heal themselves. They need to, yeah. If you got a person who pushed you away and they make up excuses, be careful what you believe. Okay, the story that they tell you. Because some of you have a picture. Some of you actually make up excuses for the person. So surrender the idea that you can fix someone. They need to heal. So it is someone healing. Yeah, surrendering to inner peace. So just be at peace. Keep your options open. They could show up. Some of you, I'm going to be honest, this is someone who may have even chose somebody else. Some of you also could use a little rest, a little sleep, a little bit of break. But I still see new coming in. I feel like you got this person coming in here. Person who's been taking a break here. Yep, surrendering to divine timing. So, I like that. So there's some divine timing here. No more procrastinating. Yeah, surrendering to the magic of who you are. Yeah, this person, I feel like you got a person here is a little shy, apprehensive, or insecure. And I feel they feel like they're not good enough. You're out of their league. They really want it. See, the timing is about this person having to heal. So surrender that. There's no time. So this is somebody on their own path. So I do feel this is someone who'll catch up with you eventually. But, I mean, it could take a couple of years for this person. I'll be honest, they're moving really slow with that energy. Surrendering to their soul's path. Life is a journey. See, this is someone who's been on their own path, their own journey. They played the field, dated a lot of people. They've had relationships, situations that weren't successful. This is somebody who's not afraid of taking risks, but I feel this is someone who also feels a little bit like a fool. But if you have a person who you think you can fix somebody, be really careful of that, okay? Because if somebody isn't stable or reliable, I mean, they're financially stable, whoever they are. Their issue is something else that happened to them. Yeah, they got that dark cloud hanging over them. Yeah, surrendering to fear, too. Yeah, letting go of fearful stories that you tell yourself. See, the stories you tell yourself in your head, it's this person, the insecure person. But for the Queen of Cups being right there, you've got some of that energy. If you're the feminine watching, okay, don't try to fix this person. Don't make up excuses for them. But don't let somebody keep you waiting. There should always be at least contact, because it's about support. It's about two people supporting each other, lifting each other up, being there. And that's why this person needs to be able to let someone in. But you can't fix them. They have to kind of do things their own way. But at least they could communicate and let you know, because I feel some of you are in the dark. And yeah, others of you, you've got somebody who you're waiting for them and they're actually moved on to someone else. Some of you got a person who maybe even has blocked you, or some of you may block them and take another opportunity as well. So, and literally cut them out. So interesting. All kinds of stuff. But I do see surrendering to joy. So there is going to be some joy. I do feel a lot of you got somebody else coming in. But others of you, you got this person who's shy. And I do feel they're pulling back after a period of time, seeing things different, because they are healing. They definitely have gone through some healing. And they're preparing themselves to reach out. They're grounding themselves. They're looking ahead. I feel they're preparing their house, things like that. They're just, a lot of people like to keep busy. They just work. So this person's going to work, focus on money, and then coming home and maybe working on their home. And as they progress through this healing and they accomplish some things here, see, they're accomplishing goals. They're trying to accomplish some goals. And each goal this person is accomplishing, and this doesn't have to take forever, but for some of you, definitely, this could be a couple years. Others of you, it's probably not too much longer. But yeah, so it's best to not reach out to this person and just let them You know, once they let go of that fear that they're not, you're out of their league, they're not good enough, maybe not attractive enough, whatever it is that they're insecure about. Actually, let's see. Let's go up there again. Tell me about the King of Pentacles. I feel this is, most of you, it's just all one person. So, surrender to creativity. See, it's about creating a new world. It's about being creative. See, they're doing something to their house, their home, their finances. They're getting ready to celebrate. They're going to reach out. I feel they're working on their home. They're getting it ready. They're going to invite you to their home, I feel. Some of you got someone who's going to invite you to their home. They are feeling confident too. I like that. And surrender to passion. So yeah, it's an interesting. And as soon as I said, I was thinking insecurities again. So some of them, they have some insecurities with that. Maybe they feel they can't provide what you want. I mean, there's some deep insecurities here. But I feel they're feeling better. There's a change of perspective. They're starting to feel more positive. And it is because you're being maybe kind and compassionate, waiting. If you are communicating with them, but you can't fix them. They have to fix themselves. And this is, I feel, someone who's doing it. So, yeah. But there's that passion too. I feel there's a little of that going on, a little insecurity. But it's surrendering to the passion, living in the moment. Yeah. So I do see the energy of surrendering to miracles. So don't be afraid to believe, but don't wait too long for those of you, okay? But do be a little bit cautious of some of you where if you feel something is off, it's not right, it probably isn't. So if you take a risk with someone, it's possible this is someone who's been playing the field during this time, dating other people, okay? So just so you know. Yeah, I feel like, they're going to reach out. You're going to hear from someone here, but I feel some of you are going to have a new person. I think you're going to let this person go. You're going to start to feel confident. The feminine here is going to start feeling more confident too about receiving, being open to somebody new who's going to reach out. But a lot of you, I feel this person will reach out to you. And I do feel they're high vibrational. I feel they're not toxic, or they're not, it's just their own insecurities. And I feel, because there's an Empress here, they feel they're not good enough, or they're just not attractive enough. And, they need to let go of this. They need to release it. It could be they dealt with someone who made them feel that way. They may have been in a relationship with somebody who wasn't that compassionate or kind to them, So, yeah, so it's like I say, waiting patiently for this person to invest. The timing, see, surrendering to divine timing. So, yeah, being open. Some of you definitely will release this person. You'll start seeing the truth. It's possible they may have, during this time, they may have started something new, or you may, some of you are going your separate ways. Yeah. But others of you are waiting for someone to go their separate ways with someone else. Yeah. So I do see getting together. I see some good news coming in. This person reaching out. A situation that makes you happy. So, but yeah, and this is why it's that motherly energy, being motherly, thinking if you love them and cook for them and you're there for them, that you can fix them. Those of you who have several, because some of you do, it's in the heart, you're definitely going to leave someone behind and let this other person come in who's far more confident. Yeah, see, some of you may have a new crush, someone crushing on you, will be asking you out. So, yeah, but I do think this is someone here surrendering to their path, see, believing in their magic, something with the timing. So they are definitely another person. I mean, the healing, the clearing things up, clearing out options, but it's an energy of being able to give and to receive love and surrendering to it. So it's somebody else who needs to be a little more compassionate too. So, yeah, interesting. Yeah, I feel like you're waiting, but there is some positive here. Let's pull out a couple of cards here to see where this goes. Let's have a look. We have Passion, play, children, confidence, and creativity. So I feel this person's going to take a leap of faith. They're going to push through that fear. They're going to take, because they are someone who's generally very brave and confident. Like they're generally, this person, they need to use their power. This is the masculine needing to use their power. See, often masculines, they get hurt too. They're not always the bad guy, you know. So this is someone definitely going to surrender that power, push through fear. They'll likely, the King of Swords is under, they'll probably show you they like you by doing something sweet, you know, asking you out. Might go for a cup of coffee. You might have a couple of dates. So surrender to your soul's path. Yeah, they're just, like I say, nothing major with this person down here, but there is a little, someone taking a little bit of a rest here. Also healing. Yeah. So they are definitely in that energy of creativity. See, look at, there's communication here. This person's going to communicate. And I see, yeah, something to do with children, child, playful. I think it's just being playful, youthful, reminiscing. Now, it could be single parent. There could be someone who's apprehensive about single parents coming together. You may have if you want children and you let this person know what you like and don't like. See, teaching someone here about yourself, about children. If you want children, they may be unsure about that too. That doesn't mean they won't, but yeah, so there's more communication coming in. Youthful, playful, living in the moment, very positive. Yeah, they're very rational, so very rational. It's going to be sensible, rational communication. Very nice. And the last one is persistent, patient, and practicality. So they're going to be persistent and spending time with you, but they're also going to be patient. And this is also for yourself too. These are mutual energies because the star's there. Yeah. So there it is, someone coming out of the cold, Pluto energy. So this is just a person freeing themselves. What does it say on the bottom here? Yeah, the transformation. So this is, there's been an ending and someone going through that transformation. So this is actually a beautiful energy. Change is coming. Change is coming. Some of you need to release that. You can fix somebody, okay, by being loving and nurturing and taking care of them, being motherly. Don't mother this person, okay? Don't. No chicken soup. I mean, unless you're, I mean, this is an energy of waiting, so obviously you're not in that energy. And there's Jupiter, so you've got, there's love. This person's, there's the expansion. See, the expansion is coming. Jupiter energy. So this is somebody ready to expand their horizons, and I feel some of you definitely are going to move on to someone else. But like I say, you've got new down here. If it doesn't feel right, if you took a leap with this person already and they pushed you away and it doesn't feel right, and they come back towards you and you feel tempted, just reflect. Take one last look and reflect on what happened before you take a risk. Okay? So, but I feel most of you, it's just someone who's dealing with something they got to deal with, and they'll come when they're ready. This is a person who knows the right person will wait till they're ready. Definitely. So, but I'm not a believer in waiting and wasting time. Life is precious. You only have so much time. So it's always good to just keep your options open just in case. Okay, yeah. See, they need to make a move. There's movement. Surrender to miracles. Like, don't be afraid to believe and hope. You can have hope and have faith with the star, but at the same time keep your options open. Okay, don't be afraid to go out and hang out or go on other dates or something. You can just, as long as you're straight up and speak truth. But the King of Swords is down here too, so you're going to get some truth. There it is. They're going to offer you something solid. They might even give you a little gift to show you they like you. Yeah, so there you go. Like I say, it could be actually somebody, the Hierophant's under, they're actually coming in making some kind of a commitment to at least go down this path with you and kind of see where it goes. Take care. See you soon.